This is breaking news.
Good afternoon. I am here to brief you on a situation that occurred earlier today during protests outside of Gracie Mansion, from which footage of suspicious devices has been circulating on social media. The information that I am about to provide is preliminary and it is subject to change. At approximately 11 a.m., two separate demonstrations, a protest and a counter-protest, commenced in the area of East End Avenue and East 87th Street. The initial protest, called Stop the Islamic Takeover of New York City, Stop New York City Public Muslim Prayer, organized by individuals associated with far-right provocateur Jake Lang, drew approximately 20 participants. The counter-protest, Run the Nazis Out of New York City, Stand Against Hate, took place nearby with roughly 125 participants at its peak. Both groups were separated into designated protest areas by NYPD officers. Shortly before noon, tensions escalated between individuals in the two groups. At 12:15 p.m., a protester associated with the Jake Lang group used pepper spray against counter-protesters and was arrested thereafter. At approximately 12:38 p.m., a counter-protester identified as Amir Balat, an 18-year-old man, lit and threw an ignited device toward the protest area, landing in the crosswalk of East 87th Street and East End Avenue. Witnesses reported seeing flames and smoke as it traveled through the air before it struck a barrier and extinguished itself a few feet from police officers. Mr. Balat then ran southbound on East End Avenue toward 86th Street and gets a second device from a man tentatively ID'd as Ibrahim Nick, 19 years old. Mr. Balat lights the device and starts running with it. He then drops the device on the west side of East End Avenue between East 86th and East 87th Streets. Officers immediately secured the area and they took both men into custody. This was all captured on NYPD Argus camera. The bomb squad responded and examined the devices. Based on preliminary examination and X-ray imaging, the devices, which were a bit smaller than a football, appear to be a jar wrapped in black tape, importantly with nuts, bolts, and screws, along with a hobby fuse that could be lit. At this time, we do not yet know whether the devices were functional improvised explosive devices or hoax devices, because we don't yet know if there was energetic material contained in them. Both recovered devices are being transported by the bomb squad in a total containment vessel to Rodman's Neck for further testing and analysis. Following the discovery of the devices, officers established a safety perimeter around the area and began a comprehensive search for any additional hazards. That includes canine sweeps as well as manual canvassing of the surrounding blocks, which includes inspections of garbage cans, underneath vehicles, and other locations where additional devices could potentially be hidden. These sweeps are still ongoing. In total, 6 arrests were made today in connection with the events. Those arrests include the 2 individuals responsible for handling and deploying the devices, the individual who used pepper spray earlier in the protest, and additional arrests related to disorderly conduct and obstructing traffic. This investigation remains active, and we will continue working to analyze the devices and to determine whether anyone else may have been involved. I have been in regular communication today with Mayor Mamdani about the situation. As of now, there is no indication that this is related to the ongoing hostilities in Iran, but the investigation is still ongoing given the heightened threat environment. Important to note, I always speak about the police running towards the danger when everyone else runs away. Let me be clear, that happened today. Officers, many of whom are here with me, ran toward a man carrying an ignited suspicious device. They put the safety of others and their sworn duty to protect and serve above their own personal safety. And I am grateful that there were no injuries associated with the incident. Today, as always, I thank our police for their noble service. Now I'll take a few questions.
All right, we're going to do on-topic questions only. On-topic questions. Obviously, yes. So,
Hello.
are you able to confirm if the mayor and the first lady were home at Gracie Mansion at the time?
Do we know if they were home? I am not able to confirm if they were home or not. I believe they were not.
Hey there, Emma with New York One. Is there any active threat to the area still or to Gracie Mansion?
As I mentioned, at this time, we are doing canvassing and canine sweeps. As of now, that canvass and those sweeps have not turned up any additional suspicious devices.
Any other on-topic questions? Let's go here.
Andrew Rose with CBS. Was there a time between the pepper spray green spray and him being arrested? Because apparently there was conversations happening and frustration happening that NYPD did not act quickly to apprehend this person.
As I understand, there was a period of time between the pepper spray incident and the arrest, and officers at the scene did their initial investigation and had to make sure that they were acting in a way that wouldn't further inflame tensions. So they made a strategic decision about how and when to conduct that arrest.
Thank you so much, everyone.
This has been breaking news.